Welcome back, everyone! I apologize for the abrupt cut in the last episode. Abrupt cut, I apologize for the abrupt ending in the last episode. Yes, endings and cuts are the same thing, everyone. But I just, I kind of had to get going and do some things and stuff. I really couldn't continue recording, unfortunately. That was the only reason I stopped it where I did. I actually did not want to do a cliffhanger there. I was kind of forced into doing one, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, before we move on with today's episode, I want to say something real quick. I actually had a little bit of a mind-blown moment with this. I found out, apparently, someone in the comments, I was asking, why is Phoenix named Nick? Why is he Nick? And the answer was actually quite obvious once I thought about it. Well, not when I thought about it, but once someone pointed it out, and then I thought about it, I'm like, oh, it makes sense. So what was the obvious thing, you might be asking? Well, think about it for a moment here. Phoenix. Nick. Phoenix. Nick. Nix. Yes, everyone. That's the mind-blown moment I had right there. I had no idea that was the whole thing about it. It's quite crazy, actually. So, yeah, that's about the story, pretty much. It was quite a tale indeed. Anyway, though, everyone, are you ready now? Are you ready to bust her today? Miss Vasquez, she's gonna be like, oh no, I'm guilty. Oh dear, oh my. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, I think he was, actually, but... or was he? I don't know. I'm actually not sure, but I'm not gonna get punished for this. I'll say he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? ... No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? ... Yes, everyone, that's gonna be the crowd noise now. I decided literally like 7 episodes ago, and it was like, okay, whatever. Boy, spoiler alert. So, what happens next? Question mark. Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jackhammer. ... Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right! But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? I know he didn't sound like that, everyone. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. ... Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it. But, there's no proof. ...
Edgeworth isn't sure. ... Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? You did it, Vasquez. Testify again. No further questions. No further questions? Well, I mean, technically, I'm sure that's the answer, right? Maybe? I don't know. No further questions. ... Yes, Mr. Wright. I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. Okay. ... You have my sympathies. Dang. Dang! To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. ... Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
What the heck, Edgeworth? Jeez.
I didn't.
Stop stealing my lines. Jeez, this is a bad time for a cough. Oh, jeez. Alright. I see. Very well.
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, ... Indeed. Verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that! Edgeworth. Honestly, he probably doesn't even care anymore just because he's already lost his perfect record. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okie dokie then. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. As in Phoenix Wright, of course. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Okie dokie then. Well, let's begin, I suppose. Let's see what we do in this little testimony now. Will we nail her or will we not? I don't know. By the way, everyone, just want to say a quick thank you, because before starting recording today, I've actually reached 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, actually. You know, who would have guessed it? Who would have thought? When I started this a couple years ago, or almost a couple years ago, that hasn't even been 2 years yet. Who would have thought when I started this almost 2 years ago that we'd be at this point already? My goodness. How fast things happen sometimes, you know? Anyway, I was with... Okay, we already read that. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 p.m. for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well? Then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Sal Manila's help. Oh. What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Did you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting a location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. How does he not stand out? He looks imposing, for Pete's sake. I don't even understand that. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. ... Dot dot dot. Silent. Hey Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Someone should do something to lighten things up. Are you saying that maybe this is it? I immediately called the police and Powers showed up? I don't know, actually. Well, what about the evidence, first of all? Nope. I shouldn't just immediately disregard things. I'm just saying, though, I don't know. 5-year-old photo. Nope. I don't freaking know. We'll see anyway. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Maybe not. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professional helps convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I suppose so, anyway. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'm gonna press harder. Wait a second. Yes, Phoenix, I think you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Mr. Manila had the script. It wasn't where it was, or was it? I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. I don't know, maybe not. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Yeah, I don't know why Phoenix wasn't raising an objection right there. It's like, that sounds extremely odd right there.
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know... Oh my god. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. ...
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! ... What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? ...
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that... The music's still going. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I was with Sal and okay, so that's back to the beginning. Well, it's interesting that the music's going the whole time now, so what do we do here then? The security lady old bag, okay. He did it, asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script in the direction. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. But how did you know that? Or how could I contradict that, I should say? Pierce through the... What the... Excuse me. Anyway, I don't know, actually. Let's see. It has been I'm not gonna lie, it's been a few days since I've last recorded, so... I feel a little out of the loop right now, so let's see. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any... How could it have been Hammer that was injured? It was Powers that was injured. Let's see. The murder weapon and breaking the ship. Okay. Bleh. What could it be, everyone? What could it be? What do you think it is? You think it's anything? I wonder. I don't know. Contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. That wouldn't be it, would it? A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. There's an accident involving Jackhammer. Touch the check button for view. Found on the table in the employee area bears Jackhammer's fingerprints. Steak knife. Okay. What could it be? It's one of these. We know it's one of these. It has to be. I mean, this is all about. I mean, Edgeworth is like objected to it for no reason. Pierced through the chest by a spear. But. Wait. Sure. The witness's statement is clearly false. I don't freaking know, everyone. I actually don't know right now. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. I must be on the wrong track? Yes, I am on the wrong track. How do you know that, Phoenix? You must... Press again? How did you know about the injury? Okay, how did I know? Sal, he told me. Okay, so... Well, then I don't know, everyone. I'm just a little confused here. So, let's see. Well... Wait, I went back to the beginning, so... What if I did it without pressing? What if I did it without pressing? Would it be like the same as the previous case where it's like, oh, if I just go all the way to the end, it'll just be like, oh, there we go. I knew the Hammer was injured and I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. You have to find something to peg this on her, Nick. Okay, great. I do wonder, everyone. Well then, okay, back to the beginning. What do you guys think it is, everyone? You know the answer? I hope you know the answer. Yeah, because I know some of you played this game before too, so or at least seen the game if you haven't played the game. So it's like, you probably already know the answer, unless you forgot. Did you forget, everyone? But it was. That's the thing I don't get though. It was Powers that was injured, right? Or was he injured? Oh, everyone, I'm so lost. It's so wrong. A 5-year-old photo wouldn't do anything though, right? Supposedly. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know things here. Well then, it's not that. It can't be. I just feel like it's not that. It's not. Okay. Powers photo. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? ... I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you heard Mr. Manella wrong. You saw Hammer limping. You saw Hammer limping? I wonder. Well, I mean, I'm not getting punished here. You heard him wrong, of course. Or maybe, yeah, you saw him limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but... wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly! Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. ... Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim?
Hmm. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Urgh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Of course I can prove it. Well, again, not gonna be punished for it, so of course I can't prove it. Just for no reason. I just wanted to see the reaction, actually. Oh, jeez. Nick, no! Saying you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat. She'll get away. What? But what proof could I possibly have? I don't care if it's impossible. You still have to fight this one. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to you the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. What is the motive exactly? The 5-year-old photo, perhaps? Yeah, probably. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. ... I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. ... Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighted him down, no doubt.
However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes,
Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here. Yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive. I don't know. Do I have real evidence? Look, cough, go away, jeez. Okay, I exaggerated that one a little bit, but I did have a little bit of a cough there. And I had to clear up just a little bit. So what is the real motive then? What is the real motive? Well, I mean, maybe it is the picture. But if I said she had no motive, well, curiosity killed the cat, I suppose. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. That was it? Okie dokie then. So you did do it, didn't you? ... Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. He actually seems happy now. Why, though? Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please. If it was self-defense, then why did she not admit to it? Excuse me. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. So, is she going to be charged as a killer, or is she just going to be let off the hook because of self-defense? I wonder.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so was only natural, not a miracle. ...
Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Not guilty. Hey, Mr. Powers, what's up? You're actually on the stand now, for the first time ever.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
I'm kind of surprised. This whole case, he was never once on the stand. It was kind of weird. Well, interesting nonetheless. I'm still curious what it would look like if Phoenix got caught guilty. Maybe I'll never know. Like, would he go from the defendant's chair to the not the defendant's chair,
When you go to the, what's it called, the defense table to the defendant's chair, like whether you go there right away, I don't even know. Anyway,
October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Harrow stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. To think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Harrow want to blame me?
I don't know. Huh. Well, I suppose this is always a good time to save anyway. You know, you could be like, oh, sure, that's the answer, right? Maybe that's not the answer. Or is it? Maybe you don't know, everyone. Well then, what could that answer be? I wonder. I do wonder, actually. Let's see. Well, if I said I don't know, would I be lying anyway? Let's see. Evidence, first of all. Let's see. The autopsy report, the photo, the guide map, the spear. Oh, wait. Why did Harrow want to blame me? That is a good question, though. That is a good question. Why? I actually don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Yes, of course.
Phew. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Congratulations, WP!
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... ... Is something wrong?
No! Of course not! Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! ...
Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? ... That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar. ...
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Is this guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if? They're rivals! Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick! Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
I don't know. It's a good question, though. Even though some of us probably already know, including myself, actually.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. And went through with the Pink Princess show, apparently. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if the show is real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. I don't think... I agree with that. I don't think people are ready for him. He's so imposing, really, when you think about it anyway. So, that's it. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout's goodbyes. That's good and all. No, actually, I'm not going to save right now, because I actually want to go backwards in time. And, well, I want to go backwards in time and actually go back to that save file and see if I can do something with that. But first of all,
There's your little picture for that right there. That's pretty interesting, I suppose, anyway. Can I load back my save, or do I have to... Oh, I see, there we go. So yeah, I can go back to a save point here, so... Do I have... I'm just wondering, is there actually any evidence, so... Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because why? Path to Glory? It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point. ...
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. Congratulations, WP!
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to die.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is all the same stuff we were seeing before anyway. So yeah, that's the end of the case then, everyone. Let me know. Because we're at the end of the episode now. We'll start case 4 on the next exciting episode. Let me know what you thought of this case. Was it an interesting case to you? And also, I'm still curious about Vasquez. I mean, is she actually gonna be taken into custody or not?
I don't know, everyone. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Who knows?
Well, anyway, like I said, everyone, as I'm scrolling through this, I will see you in the next exciting episode as we start up case number 4. See you later!